Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talking to me. Watch how you talk. Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? If I knew back then what I knew right now, I'd be on right now. I'm the nigga right now. I'm the nigga right now. Got your bitch right now. She said she want it right now. Getting litty right now. Wanna text me right now. Outside right now. Please do not get in my face. You know that I'm riding no whip. I just needed my space. I drink it straight with no chase. Love when you making that face. Living out a suitcase. Annie, are you okay? I fuck you good the long way. Watch how you talking to me. 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 Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six?
She's a keeper, legs like Serena. Strong like Xena, turn into a screamer. She's a dancer, money from Atlanta. She's a cancer, phone ring, no answer. I'm getting litty, mixed dirty with the Fanta. My life a movie, I always got a camera. I'm at Cabana, she's sucking my banana. Ooh, na-na. If we never met, I'm there right now. Put a bullet in my hair right now.
Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Talking but you don't fight. About a new life. Even when I'm wrong, you know I'm still right. On another level, reach a new height. I used to hit the block just in all white. No, I can't bless you, but my gun might. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? Fall in the six. Yeah, I'm living off of moonlight, moonlight. Have you ever seen a snowfall in the six? What I know right now, what I know right now, if I knew right now, what I know right now, I be on 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 right now.
That part. Hey, we still in a good run, people. Absolutely, we are. We still in a good run. How's everyone doing? I liked it again this week. Straight off rip. Let's talk about it, man. Is that done charging? It is. Hold on. All right. How do y'all feel with the chapter? 30 people in here like the video. Appreciate you guys. Oh, man. Can we talk about... I got to start with this. Loose Leck is insane, bro. Loose Leck is insane. The Big Ten is just big Loose Leck. Facts. This hard. Thank you. My GOAT, for real. He did get off screen, sadly, though. It's okay. There's like 5 of them there. Don't worry about it. I've been a diehard Ed One fan, and this flashback been good for him. But that nigga with the swords and the white hair has aura might be turned. Nah, we was saying that Arie Han. I'm keeping my eye on him. There's more to him than I really realize. Like, I'm here for it. He cold. I'm with you. But I know did you see Ed the One hit the speed blitz? Speed force, the lightning cloak. He went zoom. I said, okay, got the speed. That's my boy. Nah, that's why I rock it with Edouard still. I like him. That's my guy. I rock it with him. The drop off when we get back to the present. I'm not ready. 8 out of 10. No, this loose like hate is crazy, dog. We really won with loose like. Every time I see him on screen, it's like he really lived up to the hype, and is a dumbass in the best way. Good chapter though. People are yeah, I did see. Apparently, the discourse is saying that like loose like is trash, he's garbage, but it's like he's clearly not nearly as powerful and as savvy and experienced and as wise, I suppose, as he is in the present time when he stepped to Mizuno than he was back then when he stepped to Han. Now, here's really why I think he's insane. And for anyone who's coming in, please drop a like for me. Appreciate it. We got 40 in here. This is why it's insane. Let's say I'm the greatest gunsmith on earth. I'm the gunner. And I have like a gun that's well known. We'll call it like, I don't know, we'll call it Pure Life, right? This is my gun. Pure Life is my gun. I'm not using it. I have a different one, but I'm still him. And you come to me with a little little pew, like, what are you? Loose Leg is challenging Arie Han, the best swordsman, with a dagger. What are you doing? You're insane. You're actually crazy. Not even like, I got spells, I got a hook. You're literally using a inferior, it's what I would argue, an inferior bladed weapon. He's crazy. No, he's a real stepper, bro. He's actually insane. Oh my goodness. You said you're mad? You're mad you pulled a dagger out? I wanted to see the black hook, but maybe the black hook comes later. I don't know. Or maybe the black hook's not a thing anymore, but I was just like, bro, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is literally like, I got like a little inny mini bang with no tension, and I try to challenge Bam's orb. Like, what am I doing? Nah, Loose Leg has my respect, bro. He overstepped for sure, and he got off screen, but I respect it. He not running. He not pussy. That's for damn sure. He ain't fold like J. Cole. This ain't prime Loose Leg. He don't got the spell book. Big stepper still stepping though. Absolutely good chapter. I'm mad he pulled a dagger out. I wonder how he gets away from them though. Do they free him because he was their former homie? That's true. That's the deepest, darkest dagger. That dagger different. That's the black dagger. Got the black blade. Part of me thinks that either Arlene or V break him out or send someone to break him out, or like because Arie Han was already gonna let Ame and him leave. Part of me thinks he'll just be like, cut. Not even like, maybe he won't cut the snake. Be like, just go with her, like kind of thing. So I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but kind of crazy though. Does TOG not have something like observation hockey because Loose Leg ain't sensed Traumerei's horny ass with a snake behind him? Still love him though. It's actually a good question. He said, "Oh, I appreciate that, Pantagana. Thank you for the donation. I could like these now. I know I could like these. I'm gonna like it. I appreciate that. Thank you." Yeah, it just for anybody, just because I ended up getting spoiled on some Gabera stuff. That's all it really was. Shit. What did you just say? Yes. Sensory, the ability to sense people and aura and powers and things in Tower of God to me is not that consistent. Because even like, I thought it was interesting because Yeon, Lee Rang, I said it right the first time. Always say Hannah first. Lee Rang did something to disrupt the flow of Shinsu to make it harder to sense her or sense Ame and where they were going and what was going on. And I'm like, that's cool. I got no issues with that. But it's just like, I kind of need him to pick a lane and stick with it and have a little bit of consistency when it comes to that. But for the time being, we'll take it. It's cool. Crazy thing was Loose Leg not even 1% shook when he saw Arya Han. Maybe he knew Arya wouldn't kill him. You could say that he played it to his personality. That's not crazy. But he did say he has to find a way to win before he pulls out his white ore, though. So keep that in mind. He did not want to see the white ore. He was like, bro, he challenged him with a dagger. That's so crazy to me. He's insane, bro. He's insane. I respect it, but he's insane. He's insane for that. But shouts out to Loose Leg. Yeah, Arya Han, I'm starting to think that I misjudged him. Not that he was necessarily improperly portrayed. Because, like, when I think of the other scenes, him from the back just kind of walking, I think there's another scene with him. I think there's two before the one where he has his hands on White's head and his eyes are glowing. And he basically says, you really want to take my head. You really want to beat me. You have to you have to become a monster, a demon. Like, I don't necessarily think Arya Han said, absorb your siblings, go yummy on souls, but by any means get power. That's the only way you can find a way. So I'm thinking to myself, like, this guy's a demon, but he's so, like, hold on, he's just so calm, cool, and collected. Like, bro, just be with his fucking sword. I'm gonna use a lightsaber because I don't have anything else. just chilling, like. Just chilling, like, dude, he's not doing anything insane or crazy. Like, he's just chilling. And I thought his response was very mature, where it's like, yeah, I know we're at odds and we're beefing and we're not really on the same page for the time being, but it's like, I have love for, like, Arlene and V, and I probably wish things could be different. Give them my best wishes. I'm not gonna stop Ame from leaving. She's not a prisoner. She's a free person. Why would I stop her from going where she wants to go? And I'm like, I misjudged him. And I actually think to some degree, you could argue that SIU had put that, like, piece of humility that he has in the series already. Because I thought about this after the fact in hindsight. Sorry. Y'all not real Force users like me and my father. I realized that when you think about the fact that he admitted that if the challenge that he did with Urek Mazzino kept going, he would have lost. And I think that shows what, like, his character, like, he's not really a capper. He kind of operates on what he believes in. And he's not above admitting somebody is better or got the best of him. So I thought that maybe there was a couple of seedlings about that in there. So I misjudged it, but I have my eye on him. I find him intriguing now because he just looks very calm, cool, collected, and very aloof. And I also wonder if his loss of memories played into that a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Arya Han, man. Shouts out. Where was I? A bad bitch will ruin your life. Ame? Yeah, I guess. Why did SLU choose to use Loose Leg for this stupid role? Didn't he kill the hype for Loose Leg's character? No. Kira D. Karim, I want you to think about it from this perspective and this standpoint. Because I think a lot of you are overdoing it. We don't know how many years it's been from this point to when we saw Loose Leg versus Urek Mazzino, but this Loose Leg has gotten way stronger, and especially from a spell casting standpoint since he's become FUG's leader. It's very clear that he's not as powerful then as he is now, especially since he's probably not the leader of anything. He follows people. Now that he's the leader, he has to have the strength to stand on his two toes. Because if I join FUG and I can beat you, I'm being the leader now. I am the captain now. I'm taking you out and I'm becoming the leader. So it's obvious Loose Leg is just not that strong yet. He will get stronger later. That's all it means. It does not kill his hype at all under any circumstance. And actually, I would argue it adds a lot for his character. He is a reckless person. He's a reckless dude. Like that's consistent. We could argue even him stepping to Mazzino was a little reckless and emotional. Now you could probably argue since he's not popping up very much as a leader of FUG, he's learned some strategy. He's learned to be chill and not to always just act frame one. But anyways, that's kind of my general take on it. It's a bit self-explanatory, but this flashback is doing wonders for the characterization of the 10 family heads, loving every single member. Agreed. That line about him being alone was kind of weird. Seems like he cares a lot. He does care. But yeah. No, because this isn't loose like leader FUGs is loose like follower of V and Arlene. He hasn't obtained his full power. I think Arya Han is a type of character that has lost his purpose and doesn't care about anything else anymore. That's why he doesn't care what his kids do and have them gather enough strength. You think so? To kill him? You think so? You think he wants to be taken out by one of his own children? That's interesting. Arya Han now is very similar to what they say about Kunadwan. Nothing like how they used to be. That's actually a good point. Because I didn't expect Edwan to kind of be the way that he is, but I love it. I love it, though. But you're right. They said the version of you now here is like much different. That was as early as the data floor. Even with Zahar to some degree. You know, with data Zahar telling him this is your new adventure, this is your next journey type of thing or whatever. So no, you're right. You're right about that. You're right. This is pre-ranking tower era. It's really been eons and eons and eons. Loose Lake must have gotten a serious power up to go from getting no diff by Arya Han and Traumerei to scrapping with Urek. Of course, yeah. I'm going to guess that Arlene taught him a lot of spell-related things, and he probably took something from V. Like, his fighting style is completely different in night and day, and so is his style of dressing. Now, obviously, we don't know how he got the scar and the patch of skin that looks different, but his style of dressing is different, and he's fighting with a dagger. You haven't seen him use a dagger in present time. Like, different. Sorry, where was I? Arya, Gustek, Hannah, Edwan seem to be the most grounding of the family heads for the time being. Even though Gustek's supposed to be a psychopath. I mean, Hannah had a weird moment to me. I don't know if anyone like thought it was weird, which was just like, she was like, yeah, oh my God, we're having girl talk. Okay, you're gonna leave. We're not gonna say bye. Okay, and then the thing's like, next time we'll meet, we'll be enemies. And she's like, are you sure? Huh? You sure? Fucking burning everything, huh? You wanna go? Huh? And then she's like, you know, we could kill 1 million people and not even feel bad. Start hugging her knees, and then she's like crying, and then she's like, now she's a bad bitch and a queen and virtuous. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like 4 panels. Why did she lose her mind, get aggro, get sad, and then regain confidence? That was crazy. I don't know, dog. I just chalk it up to womaning, but that was hilarious to me. I just laughed. I did not know what to do with that. I obviously understand she's sad that there's a rift and that she's changed a lot since it is, but it's like then don't be that person. Be someone different. Who's stopping you? Zohard? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That was so funny to me. I don't know why. I find the stupidest things funny. Hello, Naya in chat. Haven't seen TOG since they started striking with the wall with Caliban. Oh, you're like well behind. You're well behind. Nah, some crazy stuff happening now. I think it's a good time to catch up personally. Where was I? Pre-ranking, Loose Light got to use power up. This L Loose Light got now is probably going to change him forever now. It's possible. Wondering if they met Ames very early in the climb. Yeah. My best guess is first 20 floors. And the flashback is making me like Li Rang a lot more than I thought. Hannah's like fine to me. Like she nothing crazy. Like she looked good. I'm much more interested in Kunadwan and Arya Han for the time being. I won't lie to you. That's just me though. Just because travel with them does not put him on the same level as them at this point in time. Absolutely. Naya, of course, the sensing powers are wonky. Everyone wearing suits and ties and fancy dresses. Anyway, that's the guy in the trench coat that no one noticed. This man was just a regular, I guess. Oh, damn. Where was I? What if I stretch this out? Let's make it easier. There you go. Fire chapter. I hope you see Arlene and Venus chapter. We're on the same page, bro. 100% the same page. Loose like one of them niggas who ranks could be higher than they given, to be honest. Were you thinking about slotting him? Were you thinking about slotting him? I'm not mad at that. Does Loose like Enkidu as Loose like have dreads? Is he one of us? It did look like his hairstyle got like braided and twisted a little bit. So I wasn't tripping. I'm like, did he like braid it up a little bit? I don't know. But nah, looks like it's Korean. And Enkidu is jelly, my friend. Um, they say she's one scary woman. Yes. I mean, that was a moment of. I mean, that was scary to me for a different reason. I got that they were like, the whole point is she's nice and she's kind and she's courteous and compassionate. But if you get on the wrong side, you will get cooked. I mean, literally, it burns. You will get cooked. And by the way, I thought the fire scene was beautiful when she like set everything ablaze, because I think Mpazu said it was in the shape of tree plum blossoms or something like that, but it looked like the fire had like flower motifs and shapes in it. So I thought that was cool. It's like a mixture of like extreme heat that can hurt you, but it's still beautiful. I thought that was reminiscent of somebody of her elegance and class and status. I like that moment because she couldn't deal with what happened and she already made her choice with no turning back. It's not about me liking it or not liking it. I'm just like, why did you just spazzed out? Like, I thought you had to crash out for a second. Like, what the hell are you doing? It was just weird to me. That's all. Like, I have seen that in person before, but at least like they're usually, but she was drinking with Ame. I don't know. I just thought it was weird, but I'm not mad at it or anything. Like, it's the only dude who was trying to kill 13 people for like a decade, well over a decade, Willie. Well over a decade. Dude is crazy. I think the current trauma is still depressed over the fact that he is effed up with Ame by sending Enkidu with her. I still think Enkidu is gonna try to possess her. I feel like for some reason he doesn't know he can't possess women yet, and that like kills her in some way. This loose like thing is proven to me. People don't understand how broken the regulars are. Yep. Or they just don't have any reading comprehension, for the most part. It's just like, do you have any idea how big the gap between present time and then is? Probably, it's probably like in the millions of years, in my opinion. Like, you can get a lot stronger in a million years if you could live that long, at the very least. Ona Lustek was held captive during the war and wasn't around to be in Arlene. So that's the thing. I'm gonna bring up that up in a second. I'm gonna remember to circle back. Ame may have been in Lustek's group in the Tower of Habitants that followed V and later tried Traumerei to love. That's what it seems like. Like, she actually had feelings for Traumerei. That's why she aligned with them. But then they did the memory thing and they riffed, and over time she wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like whatever. So, am I still a Karaka and Yama fan? No. Yama has, done. Nah. I dropped my Karaka stocks a while ago, and Yama was the best part of season 3 for a long time, but those days have long passed. Do you think the family had recently got a power up around the time based on the mood swings Hannah had? Wait, do you think the family had recently got a power up? Oh, maybe the contract came with a power boost or something, but maybe the immortalities we're talking about. I get what you're saying, because she's basically like, you don't want to mess with us now. We can separate the seas and move mountains and stuff like that. So maybe they not too long ago made a huge step in their strength. I didn't think about it that way, but that's a good looks. Loose like ain't one of us, man. That man got the same skin tone as a geisha. That was my favorite panel also. Show what kind of psychopath side of the family has. It was great on so many levels. I could agree with that. Power via immortality and loss of memories for power, maybe. I'm starting to think the trade-off for immortality was maybe a boost in power, and especially the immortality contract. This is why I didn't see Blood Matter. Like, what happened with you, bro? Why don't you got it the way they got it? You feel me? Yurei comes across as the most emotionally vulnerable the family has. I think this moment is where her humanity left her. Yes, I think from this moment she's become a stone cold, like, I will act in line with, I guess, the atrocities I've already committed for the power and position that I have, and become the family head of the Yeon family. I feel like people, I want to make it clear, I don't think it's a bad moment. I just thought it was funny, because I'm just like, if someone did that in front of me, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, they're there. I'd be like I said, that was scary for different reasons. Like, are you sane, bitch? Like, that's why I'd be scared. Like, oh, she got a screw loose. I'm going home. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I think it's interesting that despite being at the end of their climb, Traumerei and his odd eye cobra still look small and haven't fully matured. This is why I say there's a lot of time to pass yet, and it was dope to see the odd eye cobra, because it's big enough to really wrap itself around the outer suspendium, and it's crazy big now for sure. I think that moment was meant to be weird. To me, it felt like a family has its fake personalities. No, I think the point is to show like the power and the dangerous side to them. Like someone said earlier, that they all got a screw loose and they're all like have the ability to just snap on a whim, even if they're playing nice and courteous and whatever. Because even Gus Dang is like, gentlemanly, carries himself with a certain level of flair and elegance, and he's very formal, but he's always called the 4-eyed psychopath. Yeah, again, I just thought it was funny. That's all. A decade is less than a millisecond for a family head time. Facts. Ouch. Yon Hannah. I'm sorry, my lord. I the only Slayer in FUG I'm rocking with is Loose Leg and the Slayer candidate. CBL for life, baby. Jan Hannah mentions that there is almost no one stronger than the family heads, but didn't place him at the top. Yes. I did notice that. We'll talk about it. That no, LMAO. What Zahar is low-key being controlled by the tower, like the tower of Zahar jealousy of V and offered him to be king. Also, Lee Rang in the chapter said we're almost stronger than anyone in the chapter. Does that mean there's still some people out there that are stronger? I think for them to assert their dominance currently, they're cleaning up the natives. Like the big armadillo thing that Enkidu came and after Traumerei was like, no, like this. Or like Arcanak. And then, remember Nanea, the Wang, the Astretcher, the flashback, and like what Evankel has, the elephant, what Kel Helm has, the bison, the bull. I think those were, prior to the family heads, possibly the strongest like in tower beings. And with them coming in, they're gonna assert their dominance. I will speak on who I think could also be stronger in a second. I don't think there's been a million years. I think it was someone stated that it's been around 20,000 years since the heart entered the tower. Not sure though. Okay, so maybe I overdid it in my head. That's fine. Fair enough. Past. That's what I was gonna say. I think there's things past the 100. Remember, they never completed the climb. They never climbed the whole tower. I think there are things that are locked off behind there that pose a threat to them. I don't know if it's a physical threat, an emotional threat, a mental threat, a financial threat. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I do think things like the possible hostile administrator or things of that nature, I think that matters. It plays into why they locked it off. You feel me? Fanta and Ryu didn't appear yet. That's true. Any thoughts on why SU only showed the 3 family heads beside Traumerei and Gestang? Wait, any thoughts on why SU only showed the 3 family heads beside Traumerei and Gestang? Do you mean like, as in the flashback, we haven't seen like other ones like Eurasia and stuff like that? Or as in this chapter only focused on those 3? I do think he's going to save the other half or most of them for another time or another flashback or for a present time reveal. So I think he's just kind of like not trying to show his whole ass and all of his cards immediately. That's my best guess. Because I don't think there's a need for everyone to be seen yet. Like Tu Peri. You could save it for later. Mysterious ass, Opium, Rick Owens wearing Playboy Cardi ass, group ass nigga, all mysterious head ass boy. Like, so you could save him. I'd save Hendo personally, even though I want to see him. I'd save him. Eurasia, I think Blossom we should see. If I'm right about Traumerei's pass going into Gustang's pass, or at least Gustang's point of view, then I'd probably want to see her. Then I'd probably save the rest for later. How you're in, you can save. It's fine. Who am I forgetting? Oh, I forget it. He must have. mean, only the admins are above the admins would make sense to some degree because no Fanta and Envy at the timeline. I'm having a hard time with my mouse doing what I wanted to do. Shout out to 64 people in here. Please like the video if you haven't liked it already. Thank you. Where was I? Haven't appeared yet. Any thoughts? Read that. Must have been on the admins above then. No Fanta. Is the big stream happening this week? Oh. I won't lie to you. I was so locked in on polishing off the BRC video and the hip hop video I'm working on. I didn't check in this week. I'm a message. Remind me to message them just to make sure they're good for Wednesday. But I did say this Wednesday. But yes, I still think Max Seth is one of those Yi-Rang was referring to. I'm gonna keep pushing the agenda. I respect that take. I really do. I like that you're standing on it too. I respect it. Max Seth being a top dog is a very cool agenda. Yeah, Isn't Zahar chief of staff like someone non-humanoid tower-born thing? I think he's being controlled by the tower. Chief of staff? Isn't that the title that thing has technically? Adori? Am I mistaken that? Or are you thinking of Flukes? I think Flukes was a creation of part of one of the three lords with Flukes, Joe Chun, I think it was, and Malik PGR1. Is it Malik? Yeah, Malik PGR1 or whatever. Shit. Where is that? Max Seth is mysterious for now. Him too, for sure. I lost where I was at. My bad, yo. We're gonna see the family heads drop like the espada with the aura pulsing all over. I like Max Seth isn't a physical threat to the family leaders, but is capable of create any damage, anything, which is itself highly threatening. Yes, that's why I think it's important to have different types of threats. This is why I always believe a lot of the best series don't always pose a threat as something that can physically take you down. It could be something as simple as, just to use X-Men as an example, yes, Professor Xavier's in a wheelchair, he can't fight you, but he can mentally and attack you with psychic attacks. And obviously there's like your emotional and mental well-being, right? What if you win a battle, but at the cost of losing something or someone that really mattered to you, that could affect you mentally and emotionally, which could trickle down to you physically. There's a lot of ways to portray those kind of things. Not caught, but what if to continue the climb there needs to be 13 great warriors and Zahar halted the climb? I don't think that one's moving me. I think I like the idea that it's more so something scared them or they didn't have the capability to keep going, so we locked it off to be safe and then added some, like, took away the anarchy of the tower and added some structure and tests and stuff like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. You could be right. That's not moving me, though. As well as natives and beasts like a Venkel elephant, the 10 were probably cleaning up the robots and the flower beings, Dowan and Icarus we're talking about. Yes, the Nenea, like maybe the machine god and the flower god, and like remember apparently the tower was plants and machines originally, so maybe they went and cleaned that up too. Like they're basically cleaning house. Like we're taking over. Whoever it is who runs these stations and runs these floors and operations, we gotta take them out and let them know who's boss. Flex on them. Machine and Planking, they were destroyed already in the flashback or no? We don't know yet for a fact, but it could have been done, or they could be in the midst of doing it. Kind of like because like a lot of times in the flashbacks, I don't know if you noticed this, like even think back with Traumerei and had all the like beastkins going towards. This is when he asked Raptors how the hologram of Zahar, just to kind of paint the picture. Then the Arcanak was what they were all fighting. Like it seems like at some point they were fighting all of these ancient people. Even recently, Traumerei was fighting that like armadillo looking one or beetle looking one. You know what I'm saying? So I think they were a problem or a threat. I do, and maybe that's what makes Karaka able to stand to a family head when he gets strong enough to fully embody the power of Arcanak. But that is much, much more in the future. Do you think the family had guides? I'm curious to how their lore lines up with the history of the tower. So did silver dwarfs and red witches already exist? And did they have any on their team? I'm gonna say yes. I don't know that they individually each had one, but maybe there was one that traveled with a silver dwarf and a red witch that traveled with the group. I wouldn't think that would be too crazy, but you're right. We don't really know we don't understand how the timeline really connects with everything yet, and like we don't really have the best understanding of exactly where this is placed. So a lot could happen, a lot can change. At this point, I don't think the three lords are canon, sadly. I love the concept, though. You think so? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. A lot of people think that Yeon Hannah... Shit. Well, it was a good run. Yeon Lee Rang is not like a virgin anymore. Like, she's actually, like, had kids and stuff like that. So, like, there's no, like, matriarch of the family. Like, Yeon... I think her name was, like, Lillard or Iliard or something like that. Like, Illarde, whatever. So, apparently, she might not exist anymore. Some people think the Black Hook was also not a thing anymore. So... just depends on your perspectives and what parts of the blog post you think still matter. I apologize. And what parts still don't. I'm a little sleepy. I've been up early. I've been up late and up early a lot these past few days. See back on my comment about when Ame might degrade the 10. It looks like it's looking very young and raw. Maybe he met them later. Machine plans for destroy. I thought the big larger cannon not caught up. Did I miss anything? Well, natives and beasts like Evan kills. I'd like Max. I think physical again. I think we're good. We're gonna see the family heads drop in this battle. All right, I think I'm caught up. I think the part of the incident they're referring to is Jihad proposing to Arlie and then rejecting him. I have more to add. I might tell you on Patreon if you don't mind. All right, go ahead. Ariahan was also so damn cool this chapter. I like how they showed Loose like wasn't really a match for a family head back then, but with the recent fighting with Urek, it's shown growth. Somebody who got it. At least see you got it. A lot of people are actually giving Loose like a lot of flack for getting washed. You know, I'm like, he's obviously not as strong as he is now. Like, well said. Absolutely agree. Ariahan was a pacifist, then decided to contest with Edouan for the title of the best down in the tower. Huaruyun's relative? Oh, that'd be really interesting. Like a literal direct, like blood relative. Could be. When they split up, Arlie must have already been going through some health issues for Han to be curious if she's doing well after no communication. Closed off doors may have played into Arlene's possible condition hinted in the chapter. Why they hinted that initially hinted at stopping the climb. Arihan is not Arihan. Arihan was a pacifist according to the old lore from the blog post. What if Enryu is a sibling of one of the 10? I don't think he is. I don't think Enryu is a completely separate entity in my opinion. I don't even remember that they said that Arihan was a pacifist, but I thought maybe they were talking about the idea that maybe he never swings his sword first. He only swings his sword in defense. But no, I think Ariahan is probably like a true swordsman. Bushido, the blade, got the blade. And that is how Icarus ties into this. That's really what I'm trying to think. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I appreciate you. I'm just because like okay, something has to pop the war off. So let's make sure we're all on the same page in case we're not. Arlene and V and their constituents have separated from the other 11. That's Zahard to Gustang to Traumerei to Hannah, blah, blah, whoop-de-whoop, Kunadwan, yada, yada. But the literal battle and war between them hasn't taken place yet. This is my belief. So, I don't know that I believe necessarily that Ame is so important unless Traumerei starts to crash out. You killed my bitch. Gold. Dragonite. Like, starts burning shit like gold. Like, unless he just just lost it and crashed out, right? But aside from that, it's got to be something with Ame's in tandem with Icarus. Which is what I'm hoping. I'm right that we go from Traumerei's like past and point of view of things and what he forgot to Gustang, to his point of view of things that happened and what he forgot, and then maybe we'll get the Icarus side from Mr. Pobadao. That's the best I can do for y'all for the time being. That's all I got in the tank. So yeah, let's celebrate their third super on the live stream. How do I do that? Never mind. So, Mystery Needle and Mr. Sword, Mr. Needle, Mr. Sword. Loose Leg getting KO'd. This chapter makes sense. He's young, Loose Leg. Some people just don't read. It's a big fact. It's so fine. Like it makes the most amount of sense. And by the way, he stepped into a palace with more than one family head. At least with Mazina was you versus one irregular. Arihan, Traumerei, Kunadwan, Yeon Hannah. Am I forgetting anybody? Pobadao Gustang. 5 of them bitches. Danger. My thought process as Icarus is a fake name and probably is Ame. You think that like an A-list that she goes by? Ame is getting close to the sun and is going to die. He's just a regular part. I was referring to Bam when he comes to setting powers. Oh, I got you. Okay. I think Enkidu is the plant to reveal Arlene and V's location. And this is when Jihadiko attacked them. Oh, so Traumerei mostly sent them there to be like, this is where their base of operations are. Interesting. Icarus is just gonna have a mythological metaphor at this point. Ame seems to be very important to me because even though she's leaving, they all want to say goodbye. Enough for a war to be caused, especially if it's Enkidu that does it. That would mean that it happened from the standpoint and the side of, unless that pisses V and or Arlene off. I guess I don't know. I don't have all the answers. RDA Han in the flashback of how Quinn literally created a demon, but young Han was calm, kind, and not battle thirsty. He changed more than anyone of the 10 family had. Do you think so? I wonder if we just misread him. Like that could have been one moment a little bit out of character, like become a demon. But I'm with you. I'm trying to understand if he changed a lot, already changed because he lost his memories the way that they have already apparently changed. Like Ame has said it numerous times about them forgetting stuff, or if it just happened over time. He became more and more and more like the version we saw later. Oh, sorry. I think Icarus refers to both Arlene and Ame's. The one in the story is Arlene, but the flashback represents okay. The photo of Icarus from the back 400 chapters ago got a lot of y'all too gas. Every time people see a blonde with a family head, they assume it's Icarus or Rachel's mom. That's the other one. Every blonde woman in Tower of God is apparently Rachel's mother. So that's the other thing. But I still can't believe that man stepped to Arya Han with a dagger. The best swordsman. He said, I'm going to bring a mini sword, like a mini blade, to fight you. Luslak is actually unhinged, bro. He's unhinged. Shout out to 71 in here. If you just joined, welcome. Hit the like for your boy. I don't think we're getting Icarus this flashback. Remember earlier in the arc when there was a little flashback of Gustang and Traumerei about Enkidu killing someone? I think that's what happened later. Okay. V and Arlie could assume Enkidu. Excuse me. Playing her was the plot from the family head side if she holds up high points to V and Arlene. Ah, like they did that. Okay, on purpose. Okay. Arie. Jason, when you put Arie, make sure the last name is Hon. Ari, Ari space HAN is a different character. You're using a first name with a different last name, and it's mixing me up sometimes. But yeah, Arie Han already knew Ame was leaving before Traumerei got there. Yeah, he seemed to have understood or saw something before, and he was just like, give my best wishes to. I think that was a good character moment for him. Like he seems to be like he has humility. I can respect him for that. Bam is like V and is crashing out over randoms constantly. Well said. I think this is great to see the family heads in any I think it's great to see the family heads regard any who climbed the tower with them as more than others, even if they aren't irregulars. It is nice. I would argue probably someone like a Quadrado and Loose like fall into that category. Who's like is him? Indeed. A spark from both parties caused by jelly. Icarus probably something completely different. Then they have a completely different design from what we've seen so far. I really don't think any of these upcoming chapters will have to do with the main war or Icarus. Then again, we'll see. I mean, as long as the content's good, I'm not like fiending for that. Like you gotta give me the war. Like I'd like to see it, but if you want to wait. It's cool. It's cool. What if Ari Han created some crazy maniac but became the complete opposite of it? So what if the needle user, so not Ari Han, was a maniac and became the complete opposite? So you're saying they switched? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Sorry. Hey, I tried to comment during this TOD stream, but I was having account issues. What I want to say after Han conversation, we are at the time V is still clapping Arlene's cheeks. Yes, and Zahard, there's this part of me that's like Zahard has seen so much fate. He's like, this will lead to V's downfall. Yo, Traumerei, I can't show up, bro. I'm doing king shit. I'm busy, and it's like he's just over there looking at fate and destiny, like the death of V. Do you think the forgotten memory that changed that has to do with them getting immortality? Yes, I think it relates to that and maybe a power boost. But I also think I think they participated in something extremely heinous and tragic that caused them to not want to remember that moment too. So I think they did a bad thing. Now they've already done a lot of bad things, but like a badder thing. So remains to be seen. I just love I just love the loose leg hype. After reading this blog post, I came off hiatus and started with the series again. Nah, loose leg is him. I like him. He moves me. He moves me. He does. I like him. Like, I still can't believe he did that. He has the craziest steps in the series, and we've seen him twice. He stepped to Bazino and then 5 family heads, but Aryehan, like, you must be nice. You think you nice. Like, he thinks he's him, bro. And he is. Yeah, I think the heinous thing that granted them immortality and then they see the memories after. Definitely some genocide. I mean, it's got to be worse than what White did. White said, hey, guys, I'm here to help your kingdom. Here's riches and glory and stuff. I'm your new king. Hey, guys, also this other kingdom. I'm here to help y'all. I'll be your new king. This and that and the other. Whoop-de-whoop. Meanwhile, in the back, they're like, yo, the king said, yo, fuck you. Yo, did you hear what they said about that kingdom? Made them war at each other and said, give me all these souls. It's gotta be worse than that, because that was like 1 billion deaths. If it's not, I know we didn't see it on paper, but that's probably still, just from a literal standpoint, the most heinous thing that's happened in Tower, aside from what Angel said that the great family members do in the middle area with SA coming there with no consent and doing what they're doing. That's also very fucked up. So those would be the 2 most heinous things that happens in the Tower. But yeah, some genocide. I wonder if they got rid of like an entire race of people or something. That'd be kind of crazy. Or maybe that is it. Maybe getting rid of the plants and the plant gods and the original machines and stuff caused like a major change or something. I don't know. And I wonder if it pissed off one of the administrators in the highest floor and they're like, you're not climbing any higher than this. There's so much that could be happening, man. I don't want to theorize because I'll get too excited and then the answer might not, I might like it. So I'm going to stay even keeled. Calma. I mean that in the blog post, Aryehan is a pacifist. We know that every family had changed, so Aryehan is a good guy now that he could be a berserker in the past. Oh, okay, I see. It's possible. Maybe losing his memories made him calm or a pacifist, and he used to be like, I want all the smoke. Yeah. Maybe he was a bloodthirsty demon. It's possible. Your previous analysis of Aryehan being misinterpreted is true, not gonna lie. He never told White to go suck souls and get strong. Nor has he done anything evil. When you deep it, he's always been docile. Yeah. He's always been pretty calm, composed, and collected. White interpreted his words like, I have to do any and all things to get power. Yes, Wooslek. Absolutely. So yeah. Like the video or we'll send Diddy to say hello. No Diddy, bro. No Diddy, dog. Wooslek. Yes, looks like it's him, bro. Traumerei, I can't go to the party. I'm looking for a baby that I have to kill. There you go. You got it. He's like, bam. Nah, I'm gonna ring that. I'm post birth abortion. Like, what the hell? Like, that's crazy. Only want to step to number 4 and 5. I'm convinced he'll step to Phantom Minimum. He doesn't care. I'm gonna ask this. I could rewrite reality, but you have to rewrite my reality now. Run them paws, nigga. Spell 55. Wingardium Leviosa. Like, yeah. You different. So Traumerei throws all the memories of Ame and Enkidu away, and with the attachment they had to other people, I wonder how much Traum forgot of his relationship with others in the climb as a result. I feel like he's discarded the most amount of memories than anybody else, right? Excuse me. God, I need a nap. This was one of my favorite moments from TOG. Then White was given that backstory. Naya theorized, so SIU can take what you cook up, please. Love how many directions and mysteries are in TOG. Moments like these last couple of chapters help me love it. I agree. This is kind of like the bag we're usually in with this series. Like, there's a lot of good things happening and theories running wild and stuff. I don't have any crazy theories in my opinion. I just kind of like I can really tell you is like if what I'd like to see next. That's the best I can give you. As in what I actually think. This dude's unpredictable in a lot of ways. Some in the worst way possible, but in a good ways a lot of times though. I don't want to take credit away from what he does. Well, I wonder if we'll see Baby Bam. Baby Bam, and then she wanders around with a lifeless corpse. I need needs to save him, dip him in some holy water, baptize him. Now that I think about it, Zahar would have no problem low diffing Towerborn since he sees fate, and especially the no harm from his king contract, meaning no Towerborn could hurt him, is still canon. Yeah, 100%. But really, the family heads wouldn't think what White did was heinous because they are less than. With all the caring about the group that climbed, it seems they did what they did was to someone in the group. Icarus, maybe? Is Hendo the human or is he an alien? Hendo is probably just a big dude, a big human in my opinion. I think he's a big human. I think they all came from the same place. I think they're all humans who came into the tower. We haven't seen a non-humanoid irregular, but I think he's like uncompressed like 13 meters, so he's probably just really, really, really big. Would be worse than the family had versus tower boards. I could see it. I am on strike. No, like Mike. Levitate. Okay, let's see what else I wanted to do. So yeah, loose leg is being shown he's not thing. Now it is consistent that loose leg is reckless, so that is also a thing that I find interesting. Did you guys think Ame should have been cognizant enough, maybe? But I'm gonna give her credit. I'm saying give her credit. I don't know that SCU did the best job showcasing this part, but is it possible that you guys think that she's kind of an idiot for not realizing that's not the actual loose leg and it's actually Enkidu? Because she knows what Enkidu is and what he's about. So like, or has Enkidu been in that human form that he's been in for so long? She's not suspecting it. On top of the fact that she's kind of frantic because she needs to escape without anyone seeing. What do you think? What do we think, gang Arena? I feel like Arlene and V group is going to do more things after this that starts the war. I think the problem with them is they don't have the quality, even if they have quantity. They have two irregulars and then Quadrado and maybe loose leg if they save him. Who's the stepper? You see the thumbnail? It was loose leg. He's a big stepper. Now he definitely overstepped, but he didn't J fold. He came to win. He didn't win, but he came. He tried, and I respect anyone who tries. How the Paracules. Hendo and Traumerei should be boys. Hendo needs to breed like Traumerei next to watch. Yeah. Just posting again because I'm not sure if you read it. The family head treating climbers differently reminds me of what the blue demon said to Bam. You only stepped on those who weren't chosen by you. Really makes it feel like Bam is not different. Bam probably never did it maliciously, but he's still following. He still has a lot of commonality and overlaps in terms of obviously his power set and stuff and what he did earlier. I'm sorry if I didn't see that earlier. I'm gonna miss it. That's my bad. I'm not doing the best. That's my fault. Yeah, I agree with that. No, I didn't read it the first time. I would have answered you if I read it. She might not know that he could switch bodies. That's a good point. She let her guard down. To be frank, even Traumerei forgot Enkidu has the ability to transform to other people. They likely all dismiss. Yes, because when they asked him about it, he's like, yeah, no, good, makes sense. Nah, she's being a dummy. She might not know. Why Aryahan didn't call V by his true name? Does he know Arlene's name? I don't think. I mean, you said V. Why didn't Arya Han call V by his true name? Let me see something. How has Arlene been doing since then? I don't think that's any of business to know. I might have to get out of here before he pulls his real sword. If she's doing well or not. Levitate, levitate, levitate. They fighting, clash, boom, bam, ooh, 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 go bam, yeah, loose, let go, ham, big stepping on these mans, Arya Han, heat, don't give a damn, throw them to the ground. You're here to pick up Ame, aren't you? Even if there are more conspirators with you, you're still too reckless to sneaking along with when we're all gathered here. You're still too reckless. I don't care. They started not to go away. No, he has braids in his hair, I think, at the beginning of the chapter 2. Or like, whatever. Take her with you. What the nonsense? Blah, blah, blah. She's a V person. Who want to stop her? Yada, yada. I'm looking for it. It is very sad. My dear friendly one by one, please say hello to Arlene and V for me. So V's probably a nickname, Kira. That's my best answer. V probably has a nickname. That's probably what I can do. Like maybe his name is like Viole or Vincent or Violette or whatever you want to call it, but probably just call him V. Like I have a friend named Brandon. We just call him B. You know, so nobody calls me N. V is Vendetta. Can you guys hear that? Could you guys hear that beeping? My bad if you heard it. She let her guard down, dummy. Ame threatening Erang was crazy. Is she actually like that? I'd actually surmise she's probably in that loose like tier and could have become a loose like esque tier character if she didn't like die. That's my best guess. But the Zyler, the other thing you have to think is like the way that she said now we're powerful enough to split oceans and like move up move mountains and stuff like that. Someone asked me if I thought that did they get an incredibly large power boost very recently, or have they always been capable of feats like this? And I think Ame wasn't probably saying I can take you and we're enemies. I got V and Arlene to handle you guys. Maybe she wasn't like a super literal, but no, it was an interesting scene, all things considered. Even though that girl went through like 8 emotions. Okay, bye. You want to fight us? Boss bitch again. Like, what just happened? What just happened, bro? What just happened? V is for Virgil. V is him. He's motivated. Virgil's. You don't know, Virgil's one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He's like the coolest nigga I have ever seen, bro. Foolishness, Dante. Ugh, foolishness. I love that dude. The alpha and the omega, bro. Nigga raw. At this point, we could probably tell who's on the hard side and who's neutral. Yeah. Ame is also dumb for choosing an animal as an escape plan. Girl, do you not know what your recent ex is best at? That is actually kind of crazy. But you think they try to get her out with like I guess there's no ship Juan reuse yet, but can V and or Arlena have like a teleportation spell or spatial distortion? I feel like that'd work better. Unless that's easy to track. I don't know. Think Traumerei played on Ame's planning and understanding the family head. She knows these guys better than most, so probably assume she could escape easy-ish, which is probably why she didn't clock Enkidu's loose like. Okay. Bam only truly cares about his friends. He tries to do the right thing sometimes, but he has to choose between random innocence and his friends. He would choose for at any time. And honestly, I would too. I do still think Bam's a bad friend, and he's and some of his friendships are really, really fake and forced, in my opinion. I will stand on that until something changes. Like, you are not friends with Prince and our captor. You don't talk to them. You don't check on them. You're in a time skip. You weren't worried about them. And when White said it, you were like, did you really kill Prince and our captor? And I was like, nigga, have you even called them? When's the last time you texted them in the pocket, bro? Yeah, I'm on your ass. Like, no, that didn't move me personally. But yeah, I feel you though. I feel it. V's Vendetta. Still hype about Rack ancestors, native ones in this flashback. I hope we could see more. Yeah, but it's gone. Violator. The lore says V was a warlord. It does say he was a warlord. Well, no. We wait. V was a warlord. Yes, V. I think the mistake was that we might have misinterpreted one of the lines that said Loose like was, but Loose like served under the warlord V. So yeah. I think V is violet, which comes from the French word violet. I think that's why V has purple eyes. Ooh. Yeah, makes sense. So is this the start of FUG? And is he an elder? No, he's not an elder yet. No. That's very clear. He's not an elder yet. And I don't think FUG gets formed until after the death of Arlene or V, or they lose the war. Also, keep this in mind, right? Because I think this was very deliberate. I'm gonna put it on screen for a second. This is very deliberate, and I'm gonna find the other one after, right? Because remember, SIU went out his way to showcase certain things. You gotta pay attention to the artistry too. Mircea Luslek from the past. There is no Grace there. Not Grace Mircea Luslek. He has not adopted that part of his name yet. Keep that in mind. That's very important information. Do not forget that. I think people are just kind of excited for so many things that could happen. They're overlooking some of the small things. So like, just keep that in mind. Luslek has not even gotten that name yet, because I think they're gonna train him, like directly train him. At least Arlene to some degree, because I think his spell casting has to be good because of what she taught him. Because V is mostly known for tension. And Bam did get a little bit from each. The tension from V, and then being a walking D-spell anti-magic boy, Imagine Breaker, old Asta from Black Clover, head-ass tight beat looking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Why the Grace, they risk their best soldier, Luslek, for Ame? Do you think she has a unique and very important power they need? Yes, I do. And I think her and Luslek are probably at a similar level of strength for the time being, but she never got to grow into what Luslek would eventually become, because Luslek lives and Ame passes away. Since most of the kids of Han have Ho or Han in their name, maybe she reverted to Vincent in the memory of V. V is probably stronger than Zahard because he was able to fight all the other great warriors with just Arlene. Do you think that Quadrado and Luslek did anything crazy, or maybe he had like an ancient with him or something? Like there could be more to it, but I'm with you. That is actually kind of my belief. I do believe that the de facto strongest and leader was kind of V. I believe Zahard's contract may have evened it out though, but again, that just depends on your point of view and your perspective. Vladimir. Rang had the micro character development in 3 pages. I assume other great warriors companions are incredibly skilled and powerful, even if they aren't on the level of the family heads. They were chosen for a reason, and also they're probably gonna be a cut above your average regular ranker, high ranker, advanced ranker, because you did administrative tests all the time with the family heads and irregulars, so they're probably. Basically, by cutting their teeth against, it's kind of like the Scottie Pippen Jordan thing. Like people said that like Scottie got so good because every day you have to play against Michael. So cutting his sword against Michael is what made him so deadly, especially defensively. Zahard is the Genghis Khan of TOG, taking out the tower. I feel like Genghis Khan relates to Kuna Dwan more because of the amount of children that nigga had. And you know Kuna Dwan be getting his freak on, get your freak on, get my freak on, freaky dicky. He be putting his spear in everything, you know? He be putting his spear in everything. Okay. Let me do this again because I've been drinking a lot of water, so I have to tinkle. But I'm going to do what I just did. Just in case some of you did not see it. I don't know even where I put it. Oh, does this still go over here? That's interesting. That's interesting. Because I have to use the bathroom. But hold on. Vladimir, Roman Empires are fitting to styles. Spatial distortion probably leaves residue particles behind, easy to be tracked. Man in regulars, the only one with the body to withstand spatial distortion. Notice the heart is the Alexander of Macedonia. Julius Zahard or Augustus Zahard. I think Ames was banking on the fact that they wouldn't immediately be hostile towards her. Otherwise, she wouldn't have made her declaration in front of all of them. I also think the same way Aria Han was like, just take her and go. She's not a prisoner. I think Jan Hanna was on a similar type of timing. Like, you're not a prisoner. You don't, you're not. He doesn't own you. You're not forced to have to stay here type B, So I'm with it. Like, hey, mystery. All right. Just enjoy this for me. Enjoy this for me is crazy. It doesn't make any sense. But enjoy this in the meantime. I'm gonna tinkle real quick. I think I could probably make this smaller. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. But for anyone who didn't see this, I need you guys to run this up for me, especially if you want more skits. But yeah, this is from last week. I'll be right back.
I'm heartbroken, happens every time when I'm this open. Said that I'm in love and she thought that I was joking. Stomping on my heart, you're destroying my
girls at. Oh man, not you in that flip phone position again, sitting down hugging your knees. Listen to your big bro Kunadwan. I got good advice for you. It's just your turn. You might get the first turn, you might get a long turn. You might get a meaningful turn. You might get multiple turns, bro. But it's just your turn. Follow my footsteps. Just run through them and see what shakes. The game is the game. You play to win or you play to lose.
My body's numb and my heart is always frozen. I don't want to fall in love.
Thank you. Yeah, go run that up. Go run that up for me. I'm going to post in the chat. It's only 51 seconds. Just play it in the background one time. Drop a like, and we good. We'll hit 1,000. Especially if you guys want more. Cause I'm getting the hang of it. I'm not. I just like I said. I can't act. I don't know how to act. I'm the person where it's like if I'm pissed off, I'm mad. I can't hide it. I can't hide it. Or if I'm happy, I can't hide it. If I'm sad, I can't hide it. I cannot act. Okay. I cannot film. I'm figuring it out as I go. So bear with me. But yes, maybe this is before the family started adopting powerful people into their families, giving their full name, like yes, to become Lophobia. Oh, this is well before that. Yes, absolutely, 100%, easy to tell. You have to understand. The only thing we know for a fact is they finished climbing and Zahar became king. These guys have not established their families yet. This dude is still building his area and mothership. They haven't had a bunch of children and stuff like that where it's like this is the Lophobia bloodline. Family. This is the Yeon Lirang family. Because remember, now there's remember in this chapter it even said, and then here is when she became something. Hold on, let me find the part. I think it says like this is after. Yeah, right here. But a strong virtuous heart. So what you see here, they stood up as if they made up their minds. I'll just put it on screen, whatever, man. They come for me, Y'all got my back. Y'all. By the way, I appreciate you guys. Y'all been rocking with me hard lately. No pause for that. Y'all been following on all my socials and running it up. I really appreciate it. They stood up as if they had made up their minds. As there stood Rang, who was no longer a small, delicate girl, but a strong and vigorous young woman who was to become meaning not yet. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you got to calculate the small things. The small things all matter and add up. So yeah, Mario Kart is just throwing out names with V in it. Alexander. I think 20% of the world can trace their lineage to Genghis Khan. I might be wrong. It was something crazy like that. I don't know. I always felt like that was like an exaggeration secretly, but I don't know. Maybe that's actually true. V man, I think Jahar has added abilities of it. Like hell, Joe, he can cut off Shinsu on his floor purely headcanon. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if it's his floor type beat. Tiki Taka, bro sitting like L. Yeah, that's the flip flop position. That's how Traumerei be sitting. These effects crazy. Appreciate it. I just clocked you had a green durag for the skit. Do you have a colored durag for each family head? I might need for everyone who's presented so far. I would have one. Yeah, I have multiple blues. I have baby blue, light blue, navy blue. I mean regular blue. Like, I guess royal blue would be. I have red. I have green. I have black. I have white. I have gray. I have silver actually. Then I have the Akatsuki one, it's One Piece one, a JoJo one, a Dragon Ball one. Then I got the silk ones. Then I got the velvet one. Yeah, I have like 30 something durags though, so yeah. Like I tell people, this is not a new thing that I picked up like a week. Like I've been like this my entire life. I just like durags. I can't explain it to you. I just think this shit looks cool. In the poem of Gilgamesh, Enkidu slept with a prostitute a whole week. I can't wait from SLU good chapter. You think he's gonna actually pull from the mythology and folklore of that? That'd be interesting if he plays into it even just a little bit. That'd be interesting. Wonder if I can find that picture. He said weeb. Weeb. Naya was a weeb. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, I don't even know where I had these. I don't think I'll have to look at my phone honestly, but okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Give me a second. Okay. What do you guys think is like, okay, so why does Enkidu feel so strongly about this? Like, do you guys think he's being weird? Like, nigga, mind your own goddamn business. But he was overcome with uncontrollable emotions. This is not the woman that it is. He wants to keep her in captivity. Like, what is up with bro? Are you good? You're not even human. You're like jelly. What's going on with him? I wonder if Yirang would be one of them protect Bam. Maybe she could show up out the sprout, and that's what SU showed her at the flashback. Maybe she ages the heart in Traumerei for Ame's fate. I actually do think some of the people that they're showing are going to directly tie back immediately to what's happening in the present time. I'm not in any rush to go back to the present time. I really don't, but I think you're on the right path, honestly. I wonder if Rang commenting on their powers and a few centuries later, Enryu shows true destruction like she described. Ooh, he's a fruitcake. Enkidu weird as F. Bro's parasocialist. Like what? You don't know her. Like, she don't be acting like how I thought she would act. Like, dog, are you good? Like, shut the fuck up. That's none of your business. What is he talking about? Yeah. Real quick. Just gonna post this in here. Everybody, that's my IG. I've been posting my content and clips and skits and reels on my Instagram. I did a different version of the Traumerei video there, as you can see. I did a J. Cole one because of what happened recently. That's the other Gustang and Traumerei one. So if you want to show some love there, go ahead and do that. Not mad at it. I'm trying to grab my Instagram. I never really promote my IG at all, ever under any circumstance. But yeah, go ahead and follow that. I'll be on there. I'll talk to you guys. Just fuck with me. Jealousy and obsession. His meat writing. He is rod writing for like he is a rod writer. He's glazing bad. Like, you know, you ever see that picture when LeBron's gonna dunk and D'Lo just like it like just in the air? Like, bro, why are you just jumping out of hype behind this man? Like, bro, did you even pass him the ball? Is that your assist? Like, that picture was just like LeBron rod writing 101. But yeah. Shit funny, bro. Enkidu definitely being weird, but most people in the tower would love to be close to family heads. What you're saying is right. Sorry, I'm thinking about would I like nah. I don't. I don't. No, Siri Bab. I would say the family heads like that are shown now are probably the ones who were neutral for Bam to keep climbing. Okay. Unlike Wang Wang, who wanted to be subservient to Traumerei, Enkidu wants to be Traumerei's equal, and he hates how Ame disrespects him. Enkidu is weird though. Yeah. He's looking at her like, hold on. I feel like he's like, you've been fake feminine. You over here talking crazy to me. Like, wait, at least you're always all right. Let's fucking go. Like, this is how she was before the climb. And he's like, this lying raggedy, all disguising my personality as like, and I'm like, dog, why do you care? You're not hitting it. You don't talk to her like that. You don't know her. You didn't climb with her. That's none of your business. Do you know how much I would not care? I'd probably be mad if you asked me to go like cosplay as loose like that. I'm like, oh, really? I guess if I don't, you'll clap me. So I don't know. Do you guys this is a random question, and this is not based on anything that happened. Do you have any inclination that he might just run away? Enkidu, by the way, just I don't know, just random thought I had. Why are you running? Enkidu cannot accept that Ame is equal to Traumerei and the family heads while he is talking slime from hentai. And he's not even an equal. He can't go in the room with them. Yeah. Because even that four-eyed, weird-looking Arback, it's a trap looking freak was in the room with them. And he said, I can't go in there. Enkidu on that early season 2 BAM timing, we're going back to the cave, Rachel. Yes. And that's why I was like, all right, Bam, you're tripping. Like, I want Rachel's side here. I'm not going back to that to do what? Play chess? Look at the rocks. Look at the stalagmites in the ceiling. Look at the gemstone. Look at the quartz growing. Like, I'm not looking at these rocks, bro. I'm trying to see the stars. Enkidu maybe feeling like if he stays with Traumerei, he'll end up emu and soulless. Not early, at least middle. Wang Wang probably reminded Traumerei of Enkidu. Well, he's supposed to already not like to have things he can't control. He wanted a friend, but this is like a little bit of a weird esoteric question, but do friends have to be equals? Could I, regular blue collar man who makes regular money, be friends with a millionaire? I would argue financially and in terms of probably status, we wouldn't be equal, but that wouldn't bother me, I guess. I don't know. Is that a weird? Maybe it's a weird question. Never mind. Do you think Enkidu sees the V aura and swap sides? That would be diabolical. I don't think so, based on what information we have already. But I like that idea way more. Now I want that to happen. He's like, you see V out there, big dick nigga, just drippy. What's up, man? It's like he's like, you're not loose like we're loose like that, bro. Like, nah, be yourself. Enkidu to make himself, and he's cool. He's like because remember V doesn't look down on tower habitants, so maybe spending time with V, he can understand why Ame wants to be here. Because he's like, bro, why are you over there? Come eat with us. We drinking, we chilling. Come, bro. I don't even care if you're jelly. I fuck with all people from all walks of life, and he's like, I like this dude. I'm switching my allegiance from Whitebeard to Roger. Like, I like it. I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it, man. Where was I at? I think you gotta see others as equals. It's more about the respect there. Absolutely. Why do you think all family heads have different head colors and look different from normal humans coming from the outside? You mean hair colors? That's symbolic. That's probably more to symbolize a family with a style, with a power set, and colors tend to have meaning depending on, the place they come from. Like red can be, aggressiveness and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. I think that's more symbolic and metaphorical than it is super literal. So, green is associated with nature. Traumerei can control, not plants, but can control animal life. Maybe that's why his hair is green. Like, I think it's just something like that. I don't think they look unhuman-like. I think the least looking human one would probably be Hendo Lock Blood Matter. And Blaze, you said something earlier I forgot to comment on. I could understand your take where maybe Zahard is actually the better combatant overall from top to bottom, but V's the better friend, person, man of character, and a much more charismatic and a better leader. And thus, even though Traumerei's the best player, Zahard's the best player on the team, but the captain and the leader is V. I could see that. That makes sense to me. I'm not mad at that take. I'm just gonna go all in on V for the time being. I'm throwing my stocks that way for now. I'm gonna do that. V is Vizsla. The Vizsla. Equals in what terms? Status or wealth? I guess both. I guess like it looks to me like Traumerei. I mean, Enkidu is mad that he's not literally like seen like a family head in the friendship with him and Traumerei, like he feels lesser than, and to some degree, I'm sure Traumerei is looking at him lesser than. So that's why I kind of asked the question to myself. I kind of asked the question, like, do you need to be equal to be friends necessarily? Because I'd argue there's people above or under me in terms of things in life or whatever, but that doesn't. I just care that you're not a dickhead. Are you a respectful person with personal accountability and responsibility and a person of integrity? Yes, we can get along. Whether you have $1 to your name or $1 million to your name, it wouldn't change how I feel about you if you're a good dude or a good woman. You feel me? Why do you think well equals V Rizzler? Being a regular gives you bussy and pussy unless you are Rachel. V invites Enkidu to the room. Maybe. To your friend's question, all of Urek's friends are significantly weaker than him. Wasn't he friends with Hell Joe? Yeah. I think the thing is, you would expect people who at least didn't just coast to be stronger because of the. I feel like our regulars probably have to deal with threats that are stronger at a higher level caliber of what a regular climber has to go through, especially admin tests. So I just feel like I think about it this way. Not even feel. I think about it like this way. Characters like Kun, Rack, and Endorsi benefit greatly from a combat and power standpoint by traveling with Bam. What happened with White? As a result of them popping up, they siphon some of White's power. I think Quadrado and Loose Leg and guys like that ended up becoming so strong because they travel with the regulars and was able to get some trickle down knowledge effects, training, whatever the case may be, as a result of that. That's kind of where my head is at, though. You can be friends and not be equal, but Enkidu's on that D rider energy. He basically a servant. He rod riding for real. That's like high tier rod riding. Maybe Traumer doesn't care about his status, but the other family has an Enkidu do. That's the issue. I just think Traumerei is shit at communicating his feelings and intentions. Yeah, he like me for real in that standpoint. I'm kidding. I'm not bad at communicating my emotions. Am I comfortable doing it? That's really always the question. I know how to do it. It's just like, do I feel like this is going to be used against me is always the question for being human. I think Enkidu will go with Ame temporarily when Traumerei is going. He confronts her and kills her, leading to that flashback Gustang blaming Traumerei. Ame probably had that Rachel Enkidu got mad if he killed her. Bam is Enkidu's son. That's why V killed him. Imagine Tupri has 3 eyes or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he has more than 1 eye. You egoist? He's on some blue lock type beat. I think the original Big 3 was Jihad V. Motherfuck the Big 3, nigga. It's just Big Me, nigga. Bum. I'm really like that. And the best work is a light pack. All right. V the scorer, V the captain from a football perspective. It's essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, essentially. The armband is not on Jihad. It's on V. But, you know, if you want, you could say V is like Kevin De Bruyne on Man City or something. I do think like Stones and stuff are important, and Walker are important too. But you know, I've always thought that he was City's best player, but Haaland is the superstar and the goal scorer. That could be Zaha if you want, but I don't know. Might not be the best comparison because from a technical standpoint, I actually do think KDB is much better. I don't think so. I think Haaland is a great goal scorer and a physical specimen, but that's it. I think that nigga is kind of shit at football, but that's just me. Nigga cannot dribble like that. You just score though. You could put it in the back of the net with the best of them, if not being the best of them. In the case of the family head, at least for the most part, I'm almost got to my full opinions of fucking Haaland. Let me not. Okay, no, let me do it. You don't show up to big games, nigga. I don't respect that. The best players score a lot of goals and score when it fucking matters. All right. Honestly, Trauma is treating him. Trauma's a bad friend there. Trauma's actually, yeah, he's being a bad friend, I would say, too. He is. Because he's not able to discern that thing is going through these emotions, but, yeah. It's one of those friendships where basically one person is way more invested than the other. Hey, what are you doing? You want to hang out? You want to do something? Yo, I'm free, bro. Yo, you at the crib? Like, it's one of those, and like, Trauma's kind of like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing, aloof and detached and not really, you know what I'm saying? So. I said that way too many times this stream. Let me stop saying that. in the case of the family head, at least for most, would you need to be equal to be their friends because the mindset already have? I think so. I think for them it makes sense, or you have to climb with them and garner their respect in some aspect by climbing with them. I can agree with that. My question was more in general, but I think in the context of Tower of God, you're totally right. Nah, I don't think Arlie was in the top 3. I don't say that. She's weak, but the others are no slouch. Top 7. So what do you think it was? V, Arie Han, Zahard, Kunedwan-ish. Like those are the Mount Rushmore. Those are the 4. What are you thinking? Maybe included V or not. I think Zahard was the leader, but everyone looked up to V. Then are you really the leader though? Like you could have the captain armband, and on paper, I am the leader of the group, but they all look up to him and listen to him. So are you really the leader? Ooh, I'm on your ass. And Kidu's rod riding from a misguided attempt to be Traumerei's friend. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy when they. Cause I feel like Traumerei gonna crash out on him. Honestly, maybe I think Zahard and Arlene come from the same village outside, but that's my headcanon. Do you have a reason for thinking that, Karaka? Just out of curiosity, or just something you just believe in your heart? Loose Lex spells definitely feel like he learned from Arlene, so it makes sense for the trickle down. If the family heads are the best at something specific, Arlene was definitely the best at spells, so we learned from the best. I agree with that. If Arie Han is the best swordsman, Thing is the best needle user, one's a Jian Sula with multiple Shinsu qualities by the time he hit the hidden floor, or the sword art arc, as Simi calls it. One is a flame user, one is a physical combatant, one is the best defender. One is the best Shinsu user. One's you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she's probably the best spellcaster, and one's the best at tension. Totally makes sense. V versus Uran H. Hayurin, you mean? Means Zahar got it. To be fair, Enkidu was made to meet Rai Traumerei. Nah. Go against your biology. Defeat the reason why the creator made you and become something better. Forge your own path. Stop being rod riding jelly. There can be players that are skilled, but damn can't be team players. That's true. I started off as a bad teammate. I used to be a bad teammate. I grew into a good teammate. I mean, he could probably. I've told you guys this. I've punched my teammates for less. You remember? I think I brought up one time when JR did what he did. I would have fucked them up. I have 50 points and a damn near triple double, and you forgot the score and they didn't pay attention to the clock. I'm beating your ass. I'm fighting you. I've hit teammates for less. I was a bad teammate once upon a time. So yeah. This is why I always give credit to my coaches growing up, because my coaches cared about me being a good man and a good human being with integrity more than being the best, football, by which I mean soccer player, or basketball player, or the best at track. They would bench me in an important game to teach me a lesson and then be like, you're the reason we lost because you thought you were too good to dive on the floor and they came and dived and got the ball because they think you're a superstar. So yeah. I think Jihad and V were equals in strength as well as leadership, which is why they often butt heads so much, both with valuable to be king, but V was a warlord and Jihad was the most adventurous. They did say that V was more charismatic though. I think I remember a line like that, but I'm not mad at that take, Sleepy Night, but for my agenda, I'm going Team V. I'm going Team V because Zahard's a cuck and a simp. That's my agenda. I don't even dislike Zahard, but it's just like, I got your bitch. I got your girl. You're not getting her back. So, yeah, I'm on Demon Time. Enkidu and Poem was created to kill Gilgamesh by the gods. Max Seth is the true god of the tower. Traumerei versus Enkidu by the end of this arc. Traumerei versus Enkidu is not a real fight, though. It's just Enkidu will just die. On your point about I thought you said something about not Maxeth. I thought you said I read hate on somehow. What the hell's wrong with me? Did Maxeth side with Zahard because if he did, V and Arlie might not be so innocent? I don't think they're devoid of I almost for some reason want to say their sin is being they have the sin of being a bystander. Like, you know when they say if you watch somebody get bullied and you don't step in, you're equally a part of the problem. I kind of think it's something along that like tier of, or like something along those lines. Like, it's not that they directly did the thing, but they let it happen and or acted too late. It could be that, but I kind of like the idea that nobody's hands are clean, even if somebody's hands are dirtier. I'm with you on that. In the data floor, Zahar was making Cosmos and destroying a giant dome he made. Yes, he did do that. He did use Cosmos and Stardust and stuff. He did do that. What's your point? It would be interesting if rather than Ari and Han being the strongest, if Ari and Han and Hayuro and Adwan had a rock paper scissors matchup between them. I like that idea. So like sword versus needle versus hands. I like that. That works for me. Matchups matter. I like when matchups matter. That'll always move me. My favorite thing about fighting game tier list. Because the best character isn't always the best character. It's the character that wins the most important matchups amongst the high tiers. You know what I'm saying? Young Naya, really a violent ninja. I was a different man back in the day. But I was but I wasn't, but I was. I've changed a lot. I've grown up a lot. I have to grow up a lot. I just hated losing, bro. Just hated losing. I still do. I've just learned to be a much better, well-rounded human fucking being. Do you think the reason Enkidu was sealed instead of being obliterated was in the hope of finding a solution to being Ame's back? I think so. If there was a way to. I think I think it's an interesting way. Or maybe I never even thought about why Enkidu was sealed and not destroyed. That's a good question. I think that makes sense to me. Yeah. What's good, brother? I'm good, man. Bao said he's good for Thursday anytime after 4, by the way. Okay, bet. I know we had high tension, but Blossom was the best wave controller. Yes. And then I'd probably put, I guess I'd put Gustang after, but V's tension was the best. Now, I didn't say his Shinsu control was. I know Horatia's the goddess. She's top 1. Her. Hermithy. Her. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to do. I remember seeing somewhere that Jihad and Arlene had the same red earring. Do you have proof? Because I don't want to look for that. I'm tired. I don't know if y'all talked about it already, but do you think Loose Leg got strong since the flashback? Because ain't no way current Loose Leg getting manhandled by Traumerei. Yes. I think to me it was an obvious showcase of that he way weaker back then than now. Because I think all he's done so far is climb with them. I don't think Arlene has trained him in spell casting yet or V and stuff. Like, I think he's going to get training, and his fighting style is so much different. Man pulled out a dagger against the best sword user. So he put a little blade out against someone who's the best with a sword. He's insane. He's unhinged. Yes, that's what I think. Their sins can't be being a bystander. All of those are reserved for Anata. This what God feel like. Yeah. Do you want to see Bam's Black Rain again at this time due to the intention? Yes. I want him to do it on purpose. I want him to go into the dark change, dark twist mode on purpose, not be emotionally forced to go into it. Yes, absolutely. Arya Han really gives up any game vibes. He comes across as strong, so strong. The silent strong type. Just my man just holds his blade and he just chilling with the sword, bro. Just chilling. I'm playing with this lightsaber way too often, bro. I'm getting kind of nice with it too. I can hit a little. It's a little spin pose. I won't even lie to you. I definitely did that. I was doing that one weekend. I was just kind of swinging it around on some mall shit. Do you? Oh yeah, I did already. Arihan. I want to see Yuri's meathead like Yuri. I do too. I don't think they were the same age when they entered the tower. Traumerei seems like he's the youngest. He's the youngest. Well, Gustang and Dewan, Zahar, and V seem like they're the oldest of the gang. I think they probably came in at the same time, but at different ages. Like maybe Jihad was 20, Traumerei was 9, and some of them were like 13. Like maybe their ages weren't the same, but I don't know that they didn't come out at the same time. I'm pretty sure that they said that they did, but maybe I'm wrong. But then they'd have to catch up to one another and travel together, right? So I think they came. But you're right. I don't think they're the same age. What's my time zone again? Trying to be in time for the Thursday chat. The Canada time zone, Eastern Standard Time. I'm EST. My time zone is EST. I will make an announcement. I won't just do it. I won't just cold drop it. I'm the nigga who I cold release. Just like here's the album. No rollout. No hype. No nothing. No singles. Album. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna make sure I do. I actually also want to make sure I start telling YouTube when I'm live on Twitch. I have a bad habit of not doing that. So, be on my ass on that if I'm slacking. Ooh, where's I at? Amongst the 13 great warriors, it is interesting how many of them specialize in a specific of wave control. Yes, it is. It is. Loose Leg pulled out a knife in a Shinsu sword fight. Not very smart. No, but I respect the energy and courage. Loose Leg doesn't care. I'll beat you at your own specialty. Wakuna. I actually haven't read a JJK in a hot minute. I actually think Arlene and Jihad were together at one point, but she had an affair with V. Garam didn't tell the whole story. It's just weird that Jihad proposed to a supposedly taken woman, but he may be weird like that. I was gonna say this. I like where you're going. I like where you're thinking. I like the idea that they at least had some type of romantic tension or whatever, and maybe something in Zahar changed. They grew apart, and maybe before actually properly splitting, she cheated. It was I like that idea, but I could literally tell you there's dudes who are like that. They don't care. I'm married, whatever. So what? So what? I could cheat on Tasio. So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? Mommy, like what you trying to do? Like I heard Miami ruthless like that because I'm gonna be in Miami later this year, right? So I heard Miami don't care if you walking with your girl hugged up over the shoulder. They will try to holler at her. So some people just move insane. Not me. Now, have I home wrecked? Sure, but I'm not moving insane like that. Like, if I see you with your shorty, go in peace. There's so many fish in the sea. There's just no need for that. My nigga Ariahan Noise. I need more of that. I kind of want to do an Ariahan skit where, like, you know what I'm thinking? You know how, like, when Mark does the Kyrie, he don't really say nothing. He just be like, I kind of want to do with Ariahan where, like, he's just in like insanely like social situations on some like they don't even know I'm the best swordsman in the tower. You just standing there unmoved, blade, sword. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'm thinking of maybe doing like a skit every Saturday or something like that. So yeah, Aryahan might have been the family head that changed the least from the client to current day. That's crazy because someone else said the most, but I actually think both answers make sense depending on your point of view and your starting point. I really hope Loose Leg still has the black hook. I do too, but it's possible it's been retconned. It's no longer a thing. Why not alone? Give it to Ganhavra, right? It's F Ganhavra on my house. What's up, Logic Slayer? We here, man. We here. What's up? By the way, so a question for you guys. Oh wow, hold on. My bad. Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Actually, we have to do this anyway. So let me put this on the screen. Let me just change my battery. My fault. I'll ask you guys this: for anybody who's been keeping up with Solo Leveling, it ended, right? The first season ended. Like I think it's done. It's going to season 2 or something, or it's done now or whatever. If that's the case, what's the best day you guys think is for me to watch them on Twitch? I want to watch them and live react. Probably in three sittings or 2 sittings. I'll probably just get it done like. Let's get Solo Leveling done. I want to give it a fair chance. I heard it's done a good. So it's done. Okay, say less. We are back. Let me just plug this in because I'm gonna need it for the Twitch stream later. This what God feel like? Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. I think the fact that NQ talked to a little guy like Hadon woke up his mind and maybe the workshop gave him some crazy personality showing they are effed up. It's possible. This chapter made me think Traumerei and Yi Rang are the youngest. Loose Leg being in the hyperbolic time chamber. This nigga ain't want to get folded again. He said, never again will someone hold me like this. Would be interesting to see a top 5 of best in each fields amongst. I could do that. I could do that. That'd be a cool stream idea too. Maybe I'll do that in tandem with somebody and do like a thing. I like that idea. I was kind of thinking of doing something where like we rank certain characters based on like stats, so power, speed, durability, Shinsu control, versatility of attack, weapon usage, hand-to-hand combat, and we grade it on a scale from like 1 to 10, 1 to 5, something like that. Maybe open an Excel sheet or something. I can't even really use Excel like that because I won't lie to you. I'm kind of I'm not gonna drop the word because obviously this app doesn't like it. But yeah. He said, "Let's fucking go." Any reactions? Appreciate you. Thank you again. How does what work? It's weird on the flashback seeing the conversation between Ame and Eon. How does it work? I don't know. It's a hard proposal to Arlene. Seems like a last ditch effort to get her to stay. Similar to Traumerei trying to propose to Ame. Yeah, a lot of times when someone's relationship is going badly, some people will do something very drastic to get you to stay, or at least change the circumstances of the situation that will keep you attached forever. For some people, it's proposal. For some people, it's what if I poked a hole in a condom? So something like that. Something crazy. I'm pretty sure the first season is done. I'll also do Invincible. I'm gonna do that too. So we'll get some reactions going. I kind of want to, again, I'm working on it. Just give me a second. I promise it'll all make sense soon. But I'm gonna dedicate days for specific things. Where it's like Monday, it's Tower God Day and Kubera Day. Thursday, I want to make it more my reading day for other stuff like other manga and webtoons. I haven't started it yet, but we'll do that. And maybe Fridays for anime. And maybe keep the rest of the days kind of surprisey. I don't know. We'll think of something. We'll do it together. We shall go together. V would probably get along well with Urek, considering he was close to the people, kind of like Mazina. Ironic since Lusek and Urek don't. Yeah, Mazino's looked out for the little guy. Like Hell Joe was a random whole repairman on the floor of death, and he was like, I like this guy's ambition and passion and dreams and ideals. I want to help him. He's like the strongest character who hasn't completely lost his humanity from the standpoint of being able to look at other people on another level. But don't ever get it twisted. Mazino was extremely arrogant. He is. So I don't care that much, but niggas been hyping it up. I feel you. But I said I'd give it a chance. Friday, like usual, should be fine. Okay. So Saturday, Friday. I'll watch your reaction though. Sounds fun. Ragna Crimson manga is incredible. Amazing fights, cool characters, intriguing world. That sounds familiar, Ragna Crimson, but I'm glad that you're having fun with it. You need to do a skate of all the powers inside of BAM, reacting to Leviathan getting in there. That's actually kind of funny. That's a good idea. We'll have to see if I can execute that, but that's kind of funny. Just like, what the hell is that? Is that a dragon? Is that a Weirum? Like, what's up? You stuck in storage too, bro? Yeah, we're all in the external hard drive together, bro. That could work. That's a good idea. Invincible is fire. I watched this Invincible stream. Well, I remember I own all the compendiums. Like I've been reading Invincible since early 2010s when it kind of started a little bit. Because I've been a Kirkman fan for a while, but I didn't love the first season as much as other people. But you have to understand, I'm looking at it from I have the source material, and I do think the comics are much better. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch. Fallout series is pretty good. No, I also don't. Should I believe you though? I also don't play Fallout, so Fallout's not something I have knowledge of. So I have no interest in it because people told me Last of Us was good, and I don't believe them. I don't think new TV shows are good, bro. I'm sorry for the most part, but maybe Fallout is an outlier. Maybe you're right, but I don't really watch new shit, bro. I won't lie to you. Like I've probably seen The Wire like 4 times since last September till now. And I finished rewatching Smallville on 2 different occasions. Smallville has 10 seasons. Like, I just go back to what I like. I know. Anything that's being put out today do not move me. Urek has reasons to, but he's extremely confident. Oh, yeah, of course he should be confident. He's strong as hell. I'm just saying, like, he has that arrogance to him. I wonder if they remember the outside tower much anymore. Probably not. Most people aren't good. Yeah, of course, because it's not trying to make good stuff. Naya, I read the Bam versus Mazino fight, and I think I disagree with your take now. The scratch wasn't from Bam's personal power, but the ignition weapon before the thorn was given to him. Wait, I reread the Bam versus Mazino fight, and I think I disagree with your take now. The scratch wasn't from Bam's personal power, but the ignition weapon before the thorn was given to him. But what about me? I guess what about my take? Do you disagree with? Like, you think now it makes perfect sense? Because I still think him being an E rank regular JVG like 20 chapters in is still crazy to scratch Mazzino based on what he's done now. If he did it now, it'd bother me less. But maybe there's something I missed. The thing with Urek is that he only seems to like people that are interesting, ambitious, or courageous. He seems pretty apathetic to other people, even if he doesn't necessarily look down on them. I don't think that makes him a bad person though. As opposed to just looking down on people, like you'd have to have something about you to stand out. Otherwise, you're just regular folk to him. That's not crazy, but I think I agree with that take. That makes sense to me. You didn't like the Last of Us show? Me? I'm not a Last. Well, it didn't look good based on what I saw and what I was hearing from some people that I like. I don't care about anyone's opinion than my own. I need to make that very clear. But there's certain people's opinions I hold in higher regard than others, and they're like, this is garbage. And I played the video game. You have to also know something about me. If I've already engaged with the source material, I don't necessarily feel compelled to deal with the adaptation. I have played The Last of Us 1. That's like the first zombie game that I ever played. Thought it was cool. I'm good. Why do I need to see live action people do it? I don't want to, because if I just care, I could just watch the cutscenes on YouTube again. Like, to me, it's kind of pointless. This is why when people are like, Naya, why wouldn't you watch the Legend of Zelda series? That's Ocarina of Time. Because I could just play Ocarina of Time. That's way more appealing to me. That's just how I am. Like Invincible, I rather read it than watch the cartoon, but I think the cartoon has done interesting things, and I like that it's making people interested in comic books, especially Image, because Image is my favorite publisher from a comic book standpoint. So it's doing its job, but I still think the comic book is far superior. So yeah. Inside, it's kind of funny that you spent way more times inside than outside, like 10 years and 10 years outside. Nigga, if I was done with Iraq, I might pull up on Zahar just because. I would too. Just like, are you really that cold? Like, you gonna have to see me, dog. Like, what's up? My shirt off. Let's get it. Let's get it. Scratching right now, this is a feat. Just look at loose leg. Bam scratching right back was just absurd. But in hindsight, 2020. Bam scratching should be considered the Shanks losing an arm to that weak ass Sea King. I felt that Knox. I'm imagining Leviathan being all arrogant and that the Thressa just beating the shit out of the I think loose leg scratch was to showcase the capabilities of the weapon, because immediately after seeing Horiyang acknowledge seeing something. Oh, okay. I binged Fallout. I was expecting to see a whole woke show, but it was really enjoyable. The plot, so it's not woke. Okay. That's a good sign, but I don't know. I'm not that interested in the Fallout, but you know, it's never put it past me, because I get into random situations. Because I won't lie to you. Most times that you catch me watching like a series like that is because if I'm laid up with somebody and she's like, "Did you watch Fallout? I like it. It's so good. Like, oh my god, we should watch it." And I'm like, "Whatever, throw it on." Like, I got through 3 seasons of Is it called Emily in Paris or something? Like, I was not gonna watch it on my own, and me and homegirl just watched like 2 seasons together. Like, so you never know with me. I could get around to it, but I never played Fallout, so I've never had a general interest in the series like that. But if you guys think it's good, well, an episode wouldn't hurt while I'm editing in the background or something. I want to know if Urek and Zahard met. I don't. So do I. I feel like I don't know. Because he came for a Phantom Minute, which is even crazier to think about, because Phantom Minute is an Axis. You know what I'm saying? Bam, scratching. I saw that already. Leviathan, binged. Though, I think SU back then said he was trying to set up Bam having some power that allows him to completely bypass defense or some ish. I think it was just one of those situations where like he didn't see how the story was going to shape out fully later on. He probably regrets it doing it as early as he did. Because I think it's obvious to anybody. What's the point of the scene of Bam scratching Mazzino? To show the irregular potential of where he'll end up being by the end game. We all understood that, but I think there was a much better way to do it. That's just all. That's all. Misang tanked attacks from Urek and Bam and unconsciously scratched Urek and trashed Bam. Misang didn't tank anything. Mazzino was holding back like shit. Please watch my video about you don't understand what Urek Mazzino was doing. I'm pulling it up. I'm not gonna pull it up, but I'm gonna show y'all. I kind of talked about that he might have showcased the absolute pinnacle of Shinsu control to the point that he can suppress his power and defense even. The defense part, I think I'm reaching. I think that's a reach. You could call it a Gomu stretch. I'm not mad at that take. But, yeah. Think about it that way. Yeah, right here, this video. Watch this one. Insane. You see where it says insane control? The side here. You don't understand what Urek is doing? Watch that if you haven't seen it yet. I explain why I think that he's so far for the time being. I don't think he's the best Shinsu user or control user in the tower or nothing. But I was saying he had boasted the best control we have seen up until now. Especially being able to be like, okay, body, 25%. Right arm only, 30. Gorgon's fist. Like, can he turn, like, my pinky is 2%, my finger is 15, my head is 12. Like, can he... That's crazy control if you really think about it. That's how I interpreted it, though. Maybe you didn't look at it that way. Gave me hope someone could make it. Wait, sorry, hold on. Oh, I actually read 1.5 Dune books. I have to really, really sit down with the movies. But you're right. I heard good things with the Dune movies. Maybe I'll watch that tonight. No, I'm not gonna watch that tonight. I got things to do. But okay. The Doom movies are good though. Misang tanked attacks. I read that already. Gave me hope that someone could. I mean, I don't want to like sound like okay. Let me not over exaggerate. The good content that comes out of especially Hollywood these days is very far and few between. Because I don't think they're trying to make something. I think they're trying to pander to certain audiences. What can we do to make the blacks happy? What if we turned everybody in the slavery time into kings and queens? Like, they just do shit like that where I'm like, this is disingenuous to me. Just make a good show. I don't care if everyone in the fucking studio is a white, straight male. Is it good or bad? That's all I care about. I'm not like other people. I didn't grow up on that. And maybe for other people, that's very important to them. I can't tell you how to feel about it. I could just tell you where my standpoint is. I saw myself in Clark Kent. That is a white alien who shoots heat vision from his eyes. But the way that he was compassionate and diplomatic and things, how he carried himself in the home versus heritage story all resonated with me. He's not black. Like, that's just me, though. Urek versus Jahal be crazy. Then Zahar speaks to him and says, do you want to know what Phantom Minim and me discussed? Ooh. Two main protagonists feel like they were woke cast nut. At least the girl super good actor. Really good to see. SIU has been avoiding having Urek and Zahar be in the same place. Even on the hidden floor, Zahar doesn't even mention Urek, even though he should have been the most powerful person he's ever encountered. I actually agree with that. He definitely on the hidden floor too. Like there was the error. Like come on, bro. Yeah. I think Bam scratched Urek because SU thought it would be cool to show Bam's potential, but didn't realize how it would backfire in the scaling. That's exactly how I feel about it. I wonder if the anime would change that scene to SU doesn't like it. We'll see with season 2. July, right? June? So soon, right? We'll be on that 100%. I'm probably going to wait for the Korean sub more often than not. Just bear with me with that, but maybe sometimes I'll watch it in English or Jap just for fun. It was a joke. Oh, I know you're joking. You're trolling. I know you're trolling, bro. I didn't take it seriously. I just laughed because I'm like, oh no. I think I answered you seriously with the thing. But sometimes you could be trolling, but I'll say what really happened just so someone else knows that like, it's not. It's like what really happened because sometimes people are like, wait, did that really happen? Like they don't always remember. That's all. We're right. Got them things. What will be the catchphrase to this chapter? The catchphrase? The catchphrase is women be tripping. No, I'm kidding. The catchphrase is that's an awfully hot coffee pot. Uh, if we reckon lowers defensive durability, that would be effective way for SLU to make that moment make sense retroactively. Agreed. Tower God has quite a few similarities to Dune. You think so? Think your erect Shinsu control video is spot on. Thank you. Dune 2 is the best movie I've seen in theaters. I can't stop thinking about it. Dennis confirmed part 3. We're getting a Messiah. Best movie you've seen in theaters? Like ever? Interesting. All right. Let's okay. All right. Oh, so do you mean just theater experience or just best movie in general? Because I get that. I understand what people say. Because I won't lie to you. I do not care about going to the theater. I'll just watch it wherever and keep it pushing. But let's see what Korea thinks, guys, and start to wrap up. I gotta get some other work. I gotta get some other stuff done. I gotta continue to stream too, anyways. So yeah, and Hana is hot. There you go. With this samurai summon. All right, let's see what they're saying. So, is Enkidu slitting Amez in front of Traumerei? I don't know what this means, but I feel like he means like, is he going pipe up tonight? And shout to Son, man. Shout to Son. That's my guy. He's a legend. Shout to Tottenham. I'm not a Tottenham Hotspurs guy, but shouts out. So I got angry and dipped Enkidu in it, but he didn't die. So I think I trapped him in jelly. Jelly is the main body. The ones that are trapped inside the buds with a barrier. Not being able to kill him was Enkidu's delusion, and Gustang just burned it, so we almost lost it once. Traumerei was sent for the sole purpose of surveillance, as if to steal the body or to take the power, but it seems Enkidu acted unexpectedly. He's a psychopath. Ha ha ha. The night air is cold, so hurry up and go in it. This is not it. The night spirit is cold. Is air equal divine water? It must have been that way originally. The writer just wrote it the way he felt like it, so he might forget about it a few months later and think the morning air is nice. Hardy har. If you touch it, it bites like a dog. After all, hair loss is a disease which affects both humans and animals. I have no idea what this has to do with anything. Did I miss something about hair? Looks like Enkidu is killing Amez. I'm anxious. How many perspectives are there? It's been a while since I've tried to watch, but it's really confusing. Enkidu will kill me. It's been a year since I last saw you, but this is so sad. Enkidu, all of the Monday webtoons are on hiatus. Only Tower of is finished. Hey, shout out to Mempi. Who died in that Avi over there? I need her name. From now on, let's just proceed with the main story like this instead of wasting time fighting stupid rankers. Damn, it's fun. The story is delicious. It's okay because the 10 head story progresses. However, as the story progresses, there is almost no cursing. Anguidu, Arie Han, do you use your sword with your heart or take out your weapons and shoot it like Gilgamesh? I think the Gilgamesh part was a testament to when Thing dodged it, like kind of over here. Let me not do it like this. Kind of like dodged it. See if I can find that part for you guys. I think that was referencing this part specifically. Am I stupid? Like, did I miss something? Or was it further down? This part. Maybe he thought that he like threw a sword and shot it down. That was my best guess, but I don't know. Why was Chief FUG subdued so quickly, even though it wasn't a part of the 10 families? Because it's the past. It's the past, you dumb Aryahan, you're so cool. Wow, but what is it? The FUG leader got ripped off by Troy. It's the past, Pogba. You dumb. Loose Leg gets robbed really quickly. There's definitely a huge difference between the 10 and the rest. At the time, Loose Leg didn't seem to be able to use spells properly. It seems he definitely got in a weaker state compared to right now. Right? There you go. Somebody using their brain. You love to see it. And there you have it. Koreans just write stuff. I want to fight in TOG anime like Sukuna Magaraga. That'd be dope. The start of Trump's cockery. I thought he meant Enkidu was gonna kill Ames in front of Trump. Best movie exceeds Endgame, Infinity War for me. What was my favorite movie theater? It actually might have been what's the first movie? I don't remember their names, but it's one of the guys that made Key and Peele. Is it Jordan Peele? It was like the one with the sunken place. Yo, that was crazy. I think Get Out. Get Out? Dope? No. What the fuck? What was it? Cause I've seen both. There's the one with like I used to eat rabbit. Not that one. the first one with the girl was looking at college players, trying to see who oh shit. My phone scared the fuck out of me. The next lick. That theater experience was kind of crazy, bro. All the Negroes were in there was going crazy. They're like, no, don't go, no. That would have been mine. No, I'm lying. Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse. First time. We popped off. I popped off. It was me. I was the experience. I didn't shut the fuck up. I had the whole fucking room dying of laughter. It was me. I did not shut up. It's like when I saw Man of Steel, like couldn't stop getting hype, bro. Man of Steel, I said, oh, nigga, damn. I'm so sorry, everybody. Sat back down like I'm embarrassing the culture. I'm embarrassing everybody. I want to fight in TOG. Korean just write stuff. I think the hair loss comment was to do with stress, but I don't really know. Every time I see Korean comments, there's always someone saying the story is confusing, and I'm not sure if they're trolling or not. Same. Like, what are you confused about? Koreans? He said da. I think it should be common sense that Loose Like is weaker here. Thank you. Get out. Get out. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. That's us. Rabbit one is us. Okay, sunken places get out, right? I used to eat rabbit. That shit used to kill me. My favorite panel. What's your favorite panel? Favorite piece of dialogue? Ranking? And then we're gonna wrap this up. Nice. I know. I am. It was me. I was the theater experience, but I was being a coon. I won't lie. I was being a coon. I was talking way too goddamn much. It might be nice. It's not fault. I've been listening to Kanye a lot. I've been listening to Kanye's new shit. So that song's stuck in my head right now. I can't stop. And then him going, Everyone's so judgmental. Everyone goes on hard times. I don't judgmental. I'm trying to think. I don't know what my favorite panel this week is, honestly. Ame has some good ones where she's looking fine. Probably a Yan Hannah one because she's like regal, beautiful. You know, she got that elegance. Yeah. As for my favorite piece of dialogue, it looks like they're making a big fuss to find you, but since my scent has it was her scent, so maybe because we're right about the pheromones things or whatever, has permeated the Shinsu everywhere, they won't be able to find you easily. I thought that was interesting. Like it's like she disrupted the flow of Shinsu and made it harder to read. So that's dope. It's like an 8 out of 10 for me this week, y'all. Well, I'm at about an 8 this week. 8.5 the highest, but it was still a really good chapter. Like I really liked it. It was dope. We are in good form right now, and I'm not mad at that. Very good. Now, just to show y'all, just for some last minute Shillerino. How do I check my shit? YouTube, be for real, please, for once in your life. Speed up. Thank you. Sorry. I just seen a thumbnail that says JJK is mid, and someone's making like a face like, how dare they? How dare you? How dare you say this? Iron had the best dialogue. Yeah. Oh, you're right. He did actually secretly. You're probably right, but you're right. He really did though. Barry Aduan Allen is the best panel. I forgot about that one. That was good when he was running with the Speed Force, bro. He was going crazy. It's a film about Lincoln chopping. I know what movie that is. I'm not watching it though. Favorite dialogue probably Ame's calling Loose Like reckless, because that nigga really definitely kept similar traits to today. That's how you giving us something good we like. Keep it up, Roblox and Literal. Yeah. And just for my last second shilling, follow the channel, man. follow the channel. I dropped the big one, the essay I've been working on for the longest. It's an hour long. Go ahead and support. I don't care if you gotta watch it in 6 different sittings. I'm so proud of this video. It's my best work, easily. My best work, and I know I can do better. So I appreciate the love y'all have been showing the channel, but definitely go follow that for me. And we'll be back next week. I'm definitely gonna. I have a lot of things I want to talk about with this chapter. So this will be definitely be a Tower of God heavy week with like videos and stuff. I would say probably expect at least 2 on the chapter. I'm probably gonna talk about like loose like people like really not paying attention, calling him weak, stupid, dummy. Then like a general chapter review and a bite size for people who don't want to sit through the entire stream. But thank you guys for coming. I will be live later on Twitch today. Probably like half an hour. I'm going to talk about the Drake and Rick Ross and the rap stuff if you care about hip hop, everything. If not, all good. Not for everybody. But yeah, man. I'm going to talk about it because obviously since my guy bowed out, he folded. I got to see how it ends. Let's see if there's a way back in. See if I can sneak my way back in there. So follow me on Twitter. Join the Instagram. Follow me on IG. Everything. Follow TikTok. And yeah, be safe. I'm gonna start putting them in the side, so in the side of my like stream, so you can just see it. So I don't have to like, it. But all right, y'all be safe.